came outside the other day and I noticed that my snowman is looking a little worse for the wear. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Melinda, plain and simple. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my final update video for the 40 bags in 40 days challenge. Sara from the Silver Lining invited me and a few other ladies to do it along with her, so thank you, Sara, for that. The other ladies are Danielle from Clean House Simple Mama, Jen from Live Laugh Love with Jen. We have also Candace from That Canadian Mom and Cindy Marie. And this week we also have Sunday Dawn from The Helpful Home. So I will have a link in the description box below for all of their channels so you can check them out. And I'll also have a link for my playlist for the 40 bags in 40 days challenge, so you can check that out if you haven't already watched the videos. So again, thank you, Sara, for inviting us. And thank you to all of you who've been watching and commenting and doing the challenge along with us. I appreciate it so much. And thank you to my new subscribers. I hope you will stick around and watch my future content as well if you like my channel. But for now, it's time for us to get into this final update video. Now, if you've been watching, you know that I have been doing little clutter. And so this week I decided to go out and grab some stuff out of my fairy garden. I had some things that were starting to look a little just kind of worn out and broken. So it was time to go out and gather a few of those things. Now, I will tell you, I did this a couple of months ago. I think it was February when I did this because we had a really nice day and I knew I was going to be doing this challenge, and I wanted that to be my final thing because I also wanted to do a little makeover and update with in my fairy garden. But we have had cold, windy, rainy, snowy weather ever since up until yesterday. And so yesterday I was able to go out and do just a little bit, but not enough to do the makeover in my fairy garden. So I'll have that in a future video. But for today, you're going to see what I gathered from my fairy garden back a couple of months ago. And then you're also going to see what happened next. Because I wasn't done. I had my 40 bags, but I still had bags. If you've got anything around your house that you want to declutter, grab your stuff and come on, and we'll do this together. I decided that I'm going to come out here in my fairy garden and see if there's some other things that maybe it's time for me to say goodbye to. And I thought this is a perfect time to do it. I'm doing the 40 bags in 40 days challenge hosted by Sara from the Silver Lining. And there are a few other ladies that are doing it as well. And so I need to find a few things that I'm ready to let go of. Now, if you're not familiar with this, with my channel, if you're new to my channel, this is what I call my fairy garden. It just sort of organically evolved, you might say, because we have a skunk problem in our area. And I researched it a little bit and found out they don't like the scent of humans and they don't like motion. So I put some of these whirligig things down here and some of the items that I was ready to let go of in my house but kind of still wanted to enjoy. So I decided to use them out here. And it's worked out really well. We haven't really had much problem with the skunks or the groundhogs digging in underneath our porch, which is what they would do. I don't know if you can see. I don't think there's anywhere here you can tell. Oh, you see that duck? It's kind of covering one of the holes, and there's another down there. So all along here, they would dig it underneath, and then what would happen is it would get this really sour skunk smell in the house. It was horrible. So this has solved my problem, but I think it's time to see if there's a few things that I'm ready to let go of, like permanently. But I can tell you, see that Lorna there? I don't think she'll be one of them because I still think she's cute. These are going to be the bags that I use for my 40 bags in 40 days. That way I am letting go of these bags that we have not been using, and I'm also letting go of some of the smaller clutter items around my house. I found a few things in my fairy garden that I'm ready to let go of. This little guy fell over in the wind one day, so it's time to say goodbye to him. And the snowman, I broke the body apart so I could fit it in the bag, but I left the head intact. And then these, they're getting a little a little worse for the wear. And same with these down here. You can see they're kind of like all messed up, tearing up. And these as well. Here are my 40 little bags of little clutter that I gathered for the 40 bags in 40 days challenge. But I had a few bags left and I didn't want to keep any. So I kept looking for little clutter around my house, including these book plates that I found. I no longer need these. Maybe you want to see them. They're very pretty. See? I like them, but I've had them for years and I don't use them. So I decided to go ahead and let those go. And I also found this this bookmark and this one. I actually had two of these, so I'm going to go ahead and let go of one. And then for the other bag, I found some books to let go of. This one is a book that I read when I was in college. It was assigned reading. And then this one, I decided not to read it. And this is the one that I showed in a recent video that I was going to declutter, then decided to read it after all, and then let it go. But since I'm doing these little bags and it fit in there, I'm going to go ahead and put it in here. It's a little harder to get all three of those in there with one hand, so I'm not going to do that. But I had even more bags. And it took me a while to find stuff, but I found things to put in them. I got some new dish rags and dish towels, so I am decluttering some of those. And let's see, what else have we got here? These are some things that were in my little memory thing, one of the little memory basket things that I had the other day that I decided to wait and go through later. I went through it. I went through my marbles and let go of these little plastic ones. And also there was a broken one. And then this thing had a deck of cards in it. I'm going to give that to my husband. And then this has jacks and balls in it. So Bob Jacks in there. I'm letting that go. And then I have a stamp that has a heart on it. And this keychain. It's very pretty. So I'm letting all of those things go. And let's see what else we got. Let's see. Well, these are some socks. A black one and a white one. No mate. So I'm letting those go. And then I had some unmentionables. And then I had some other stuff that I gathered out front in my fairy garden. Well, sort of in my fairy garden. So if you want to see what's in the rest of those bags, watch my 10 minutes better video. My basket is empty and I added 17 more bags to my 40. So that's 57. But y'all, I don't know about you, but I like even numbers. And that particular bag right there, that little one, I have 3 of the little bit larger big little bags that I decluttered, and they're in that little bag. If I can find 3 things that'll fit into that size bag and one more little thing that'll fit into that, I could have an even 60. I don't know if I can do it. I mean, I literally just realized that. So, maybe I'm not done yet. Let me go looking. I tell you, it was not easy finding all this little clutter. Because, you know, if you've got clutter around your house, you can find things. But I made the challenge that it has to fit in these bags. Now, some of it fills the bag pretty full, and some of it doesn't fill it up much at all, you know. So I didn't, you know, put that kind of restriction on myself. But I said it has to fit in the bags. But if I'm going to do 60, I need to go looking harder. And I'm telling you, I'm not kidding. It was not easy. So, hang on. Let me go looking. It may take me a day. Good thing it's only Monday. Because I might have time to find it before I have to have this completed and edited. Okay. I'll be back. To replace the 3 bags that were in the bag number 32. I found this box of baking soda over in my cleaning things, and I realized it's really like dried out or wet or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead. I think I can dump this down in the sink maybe and go ahead and use it. But yeah, that's going to get decluttered. Okay, so there's that. And then for this bag, I have two things of these shower curtain hooks. I have a whole nother set, and they're a little bit lighter pink, and I'm using some of those on my shower curtain, but I'm not going to be using all of these. I had these at my other house, and I used them. We didn't actually have a shower there, and I used these on the curtains in the bathroom to just make it look really pretty. But here at this house, I've not used them, so it's time for me to go ahead and let them go. And then I have this this little basket thing. This had some of my memory items in it. The things I showed earlier, the Bob Jacks, and that thing that had the cards in it. I'm giving the cards to my husband, but I didn't need that little container that they were in. Well, I had decided I'm going to go ahead and let this go as well, but it didn't fit into those bags. But since I'm going to be filling these, it does. If I can get it in here. I know it goes in. I just don't know if I can do it with one hand. Let's see. Oh, yes, maybe. If it's not stuck on it. There you go. Yay, it got in there. And for the final bag, I have some books. This one is How to Write Terrific Book Reports. I don't need to do that. I'm not in school, and I'm not writing any book reports. This is called Room on the Broom, and that is a really cute book if you're looking for a little Halloween book. This one is called Spookly. It's cute too, but I don't need to keep it. And this one is Bialowski's Christmas. Don't need that one. I've read these, all of these. And then, well, except for the book report one, I didn't read that, I don't think. And then Witches 4, also letting go of that. So there we go. And now I have a total of 60 little bags of little clutter leaving my home. I don't need this little stuff. It clutters up my space. And I don't need to keep a bunch of stuff for just in case. I only need to keep the things I want and love and use. The things I want to keep are the things I tend to choose. So let me put together little piles of little stuff, little piles of clutter, little piles of big enough. And when they're all together, I can pick and I can choose, and only keep the stuff that I want and love and use. Thanks again for watching and for doing the challenge along with us. And don't forget, say hello down in the comments. Till next time, happy decluttering. Bye. What you doing, Pumpkin? Yeah? Are you going to declutter some stuff? Yeah.